Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to compare the legendary Galaxy Grand Prime with the Galaxy Grand Prime Plus, which is also known as Galaxy J2 AC in India. So let's just head on. Now in terms of hardware and overall looks, there is not much of a difference over here. In terms of hardware, this runs a MediaTek processor and it's much faster than this Grand Prime, but this is a Snapdragon processor which can do heavy duty tasks, but this only has a 768 megs of RAM and this has a 1.5 GB of RAM. That's a huge boost over here. And if you take a look at the hardware wise, there is nothing different over here, but you get a textured black and a 4G logo at the bottom, whereas over here just a plain black. Also on the front, you do get a front facing flash on the Grand Prime Plus, whereas here it is none. Also the displays are both the same, the LCD TFT 965 540p, but the Grand Primes looks a bit blurry and this one looks very sharp, although they have the same resolution. Now in terms of software, our old Grand Prime is nothing compared to this. This runs all new Samsung's Grace UX with top of many awesome features such as the S Secure, S Power Planning, S Bike Mode, Ultra Bud Data Set. Samsung was kind enough to give us a Lollipop 5.0.2 update from KitKat. Over here it's just released with the Android 6.0.1, but I'm not pretty sure whether Samsung will give us a no-god update over here on the Prime Plus. When it comes to the camera, they are pretty same, but as you saw over there, it took a whole lot of time. Also the camera on the Grand Prime Plus is pretty bit sharper and a bit wide angle, as you know, but still it's a bit weird that those are same sensors, but the Grand Prime Plus is much brighter and sharper. There is something like sharpness going on over there. Now if you come to the mod, you have the beauty face panorama, continuous shot, HDR, rich tone, night mode, animated GIF. Over here you just get the sound and shots, sports, rich tone, night, panorama, continuous. On the right you get the filters. Over here you don't have the filters. You get a very old UI from the Galaxy S5 over here, whereas you get the full screen UI over here. The original Grand Prime, which is almost 3 years old by now, can easily shoot record a 1080p HD from the rear camera, whereas the Grand Prime over here, Grand Prime Plus, just records HD 720p, which is very shameful that even 4000 rupee phones can record 1080p in this day and age. Also the front camera records 720p. Over here the front camera can, over here on the older Galaxy Grand Prime, also the front camera can record a full HD 1080p video, which is just great. On the newer Grand Prime you do get a quick launch and it comes very handy that you have to just 2 times from the home button and the camera is up and ready. Now when it comes to tasty technology, the app opening times is just insanely fast on the J2 AC. It's even faster than the S7 sometimes. There you saw, it's up and running already, and the Grand Prime older one has to still load up. Overall device performance has been much improved over here. If you go to the settings, you get a whole new layer. This is the standard UI and this is the new Grace UX. You have a smart manager over here to clear all your things, whereas it's been replaced over here with the device maintenance, which is much more diverse. You can optimize, you can clean, all both are the same. If you go to the battery, you do get many more diverse options like 3-step battery saving, extended battery time, forward calls when no battery, reserve battery for calls, which is just amazing. You also get to hibernate apps into system level, whereas this is still cleaning. Okay, there it is. Also you can see the RAM usage. You get 300 megs free over here, whereas you get almost the whole RAM of this thing over here as free. Also the UI performance, it's a bit better on the Snapdragon one, whereas this one, cause the Snapdragon one is wholly loaded with apps and it doesn't lag, but whereas I've seen some stutters in this thing on the J2 AC. You also get a secure folder where it creates like a second space for your apps, so you can keep your private things private on a second space of apps, like the separate gallery and everything, which is just awesome thing. If you go to the notification panel, you get the whole new UI over here with the Grace UX. You just get the toggles and the brightness, whereas you can expand it over here. You get the outdoors mode, the brightness slider. Also you can expand each and every tile to get diverse options like this torch. You can adjust the power of the torch. Let's just check out the front flash of this. You have to switch the camera just by swiping like that, and over here you have to tap the button. Okay, so the clarity is bit more improved on the J2 AC, whereas it's very blurry, but actually in terms of sharpness the older Grand Prime is much better. Also in terms of color, it's still blurry for a 5 megapixel camera, but it's still bearable. But you do get a front facing flash and a screen flash, which is a just awesome thing. So you also get a USB OTG on this new one, which is must feature. Very like a whole developer community tried on the older Grand Prime to get it on the Snapdragon version, but they didn't succeed. So guys, thanks for watching. This was a small comparison between the Galaxy Grand Prime Plus versus the original Grand Prime 3G. Hope you guys enjoyed. Also subscribe to the channel for more Android comparison and tricks. Thanks for watching. Peace.